Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to Focus AI. So, this is the very first video of this tutorial that is logistic regression. So, logistic regression is another type of machine learning or classical machine learning model that we will learn throughout this video tutorial. So basically, it's at its core, it actually solves classification problem, although there is a regression term in its name. So don't be confused. Logistic regression is not solving any kind of regression problem. It at its core, it deals with classification problem, and to be specific, binary classification problem. So so we know, like in a binary classification problem, we have set of classes, say positive classes and negative classes. So now we have to, for a given query point, we have to find, or we have to predict that whether that particular query point belongs to a positive class or a negative class. Now, to be specific, from the mathematical point of view, logistic regression is meant for classifying binary class or two class classification. But with a simple hack, I will tell you how to do that. But using a simple hack, uh, we can apply logistic regression in multi-class. That means more than two class classification as well. So, like any other machine learning model, logistic regression also has a particular assumption. So the assumption is that classes are linearly or almost linearly separable. Okay. So it is actually assuming that the data points consisting of both positive and negative class can be linearly separable. And when I say that it is linearly separable, I mean that if I can visualize the classes, both the classes, say here in this example, we can visualize the positive class and the negative classes. And we can draw a straight line in two dimension and a hyperplane in higher dimension. By drawing a hyperplane or a straight line, we can almost separate both the classes in a majority means. So here in this case, we can see that these positive classes and these negative classes are almost linearly separable. Although there are some error points there, we can see, but it's almost linearly separable. That means by using this black straight line or black hyperplane, we can easily separate both the classes with a good amount of performance, that is good amount of accuracy, right? So that is the most critical assumption that logistic regression is assuming, that both the classes should be linearly separable. Okay, so the decision surface, so decision surface means by which we are creating the decision for a new query point. So the decision surface is a, a hyperplane or a straight line in lower dimension or two dimension, and hyperplane in high dimension. So decision surface means, so this is my decision surface. This hyperplane is my decision surface. So it is actually splitting the whole vector space into two halves. So any point here in this particular surface will be classified as positive, and any point here in this surface will be classified as negative. So this surface splitting is done by a decision surface, and in case of logistic regression, this decision surface is hyperplane. By that, you can simply understand what is decision surface. Okay. So for hyperplane, what is the equation of hyperplane? That is W transpose X plus B. So this is a hyperplane pi. Say this black line is a hyperplane pi. Okay. And it is W is normal to this hyperplane. Okay, so W is a unit normal vector to this hyperplane, and in this direction, the direction is this word. Okay, so if we know W, which is actually, you can think of like W, I mean, it's not, you have to think it is actually uh, uh, the slope term. In our high school, you have studied y equals to mx plus c, right? Y equals to mx plus c. It is nothing but same. Y equals to mx plus c is a straight line equation, right? Where m is the slope and c is the intercept term. Similarly, in wx plus b, similar, right? Where w is the slope part and b is the intercept part. But here, as part of machine learning. In terms of machine learning, what we will say, W is the weight vector and B is the bias term. Okay. So W is normal. So for a hyperplane, when we have W as a unit normal vector towards this way, then we can easily find out that hyperplane by constructing this equation W transpose X plus B, where X is the feature vectors. That is these points, nothing but these points. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So what will be, from logistic regression point of view, what will be the training task? We have to find the best hyperplane by finding W and B. Because say this is the class. Now this could be a hyperplane, right? This is also separating both the positive points and negative points. But this is not the best hyperplane, right? Because there are some error. We have to minimize that error, or we have to maximize the classification accuracies. In terms of that, you can say. So this plane, there could be many plane, right? There could be many plane. There could be a plane like this. There could be a plane like this. Any plane that is actually separating both the positive class and negative class by some means. But we have to find out the best hyperplane that actually reduces the classification error. So in our case, by visualization, we can see that this is the best hyperplane where the classification error is minimized and the classification accuracy is maximized. And how we can find the best hyperplane? By changing the weight vectors, weight and bias terms. Okay, so that is the main training task, or that is the optimization task, you can say. Machine learning algorithm is nothing but optimization. In the code end, it is nothing but an optimization problem. So for logistic regression, the optimization problem is that we have to find the best hyperplane. And how we can find the hyperplane? By just adjusting W and B, the weight vector and the bias term, isn't it? Okay. So we have to find the best hyperplane. So that is our main term. So just repeat the same thing. We have the data D all. Okay. So it is a supervised problem. So we'll give input, that is the feature vectors, and output, that is the feature levels, the input level, the true level. Okay. So I could be 1 to n. N is the total number of data points. Okay, cool. Okay, fine. So this is our data. So this is our data consisting of xi's and yi's. Now we are saying that logistic regression is meant for mostly binary classification. So in binary classification, yi will be having only two values, positive or negative. So what we are saying that +1 will be indicating positive points and -1 will be indicating negative points. I will tell you why. Why? I mean, you can take +1 and 0 like the previous case in KNN, but it's better to use +1 and -1, because we'll check, like we will see, like from the optimization point of view, why this +1 and -1 is actually indicating. Now if you see, this +1 and -1 of yi is actually the sign. It is giving the sign. From +1 we can see it is a positive sign, that means it is a positive point, and -1 it is a negative sign, that means it is a negative point. Okay. So how are we approaching towards the logistic regression optimization function? Okay. So now say you see all these positive points, these blue plus signs, all these positive points are in the similar direction, the direction we have for W, right? The weight vector dimension, the unit normal dimension, right? Even for this negative point also, which should be ideally here, but it is actually misplaced, and as an error, it is in the same direction of this hyperplane, right? And similarly, all the negative points are in the opposite direction of the hyperplane. Now, in simple terms, you can say that all the positive points are in this side of the hyperplane and all the negative points are in this side of the hyperplane. So according to linear algebra, what we know, that for all positive points, if we do the dot product between W and Xi, the value will be greater than or equals to 0. So W transpose Xi will be always greater than equals to 0 for all the positive points, right? And for all the negative points, as it is in the opposite direction, or you can simply say opposite side, then the dot product will be less than 0. It will be greater than 0, it will be less than 0. So now just think. Now we have yi either +1 or -1. for positive and negative points respectively. Now what are we are doing? We are calculating this distance. Now actually the distance is basically, now say for this point, the distance from unit normal from this hyperplane is w, dot product between w and this xi divided by the norm of w, right? So from linear algebra, we know this is the distance. Now, as I've said, this W is unit normal to this plane. So the norm of this unit vector will be always equals to 1. So we are cancelling out and we are getting actually W transpose Xi. So this W transpose Xi is actually the distance. Okay. Now what are we are doing? We are doing the dot product with this distance to this actual Y value or label value, that is either positive 1 or negative 1. So overall, this term is signifying signed distance because it has the distance term, and by using yi, that means positive 1 or negative 1, we are actually giving the distance a sign measure, right? We are giving sign to our distance measure, right? So that is why this yi w transpose xi is called signed distance. Okay. Now that is the more important thing. This signed distance is actually forming the logistic regression optimization function. Okay. So just imagine. So this is a positive point. So its distance will be greater than zero. W transpose xi will be greater than zero, and it's actually a positive point, right? So yi will be positive one, right? So yi will be positive 1. Okay. So now when we will calculate the sign distance for this particular point, it will be always greater than 0 because for this point yi is positive 1 and the w transpose xi is also greater than 0. So the dot product of two positive is greater than 0, right? Two positive will be always positive, right? So for all the correct predictions of the positive points will be greater than 0. Okay, now coming to the negative points, or so say this point. So for this point, yi is minus 1, right? Right? Because actually it is a negative point. So the true level is minus 1. Also, with respect to this hyperplane, the W transpose xi for this particular point will be always negative, right? Because it is in the opposite direction of W. So again, if we do yi W transpose xi for a negative point, so negative 1 dot product of a negative value, it will again be a positive value, right? So for both the case, when we are doing the correct classification means correctly classifying both positive points as well as negative points. So that's why I am saying that for correct prediction or correct classification, this sign distance yi w transpose xi will be always 0, right? So for correct prediction, I am repeating, for correct prediction or correct classification, the sign distance term will be always positive, always greater than 0, right? Now think logically, for incorrect prediction, that sign distance will be always less than 0. Because say, for this orange point, this is actually a negative point. For this yi will be always minus 1, right? But as it is in the same direction of this hyperplane, the logistic regression will actually classify it positive. So W transpose xi for this point will be positive. So now you're doing the dot product for a positive number and a negative number. So always it will be negative, right? Always it will be less than 0, right? Similarly for this blue one, again the W transpose xi will be negative, but actually the yi is positive for this blue point or the positive point. So again the dot product will be a negative. So for all the correct classification or prediction, the sign distance will be always greater than 0, and for all the incorrect classification, the sign distance will be less than 0. So now what we have to do, what is our crux of logistic regression? That is, we have to find a hyperplane. We have to find a hyperplane that will minimize the error, or we can say maximize the sign distance, right? Because all the correct prediction, the sign distances are positive, right? So if we have 100% correct predictions, so we'll be having all the sign distance for all the points will be positive, and their summation will be always positive, right? So the optimization point of view, we have to find out the best W, that means a best hyperplane where the summation of all the sign distance will be maximized. Okay, so we have to find a W star, the optimal W for which the summation of all the points, summation of the sign distance of for all the points, for all these points we are getting a sign distance, right? For all these points we are getting the sign distance, right? So when we do the summation, we have to take care that the summation will be the maximized, right? So that is our optimization problem. So you have to find the best W or the optimal W or W star for which the summation of the sign distance will be maximized, right? So that is our optimization problem, and from mathematical point of view we write it as W star equals to argmax. Okay, if you know numpy, then you might have heard this particular method in numpy. It has argmax, but anyway, like it is something that we have to find out W star or optimal W for which we have to get the maximize of this summation of sign distances. And why we have to find out W? Because W is, I mean, in this equation, in these three notation, you can see y, W, and x. Only W is the variable, right? Because xi is our feature vector, which is constant. Yi is the true level, which is also constant. Then how we can maximize the summation? By changing W, by changing the weight vector. As simple as that. So this is the visual intuition of how logistic regression works. So this is basically a geometric intuition, and from that we have derived our basic optimization function. So in the next video we will see like how we can improve the optimization function to get the final optimization function that we are going to actually use. Right. So this is the end of the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel for the future videos notification, and also share with your friends. Till then, have a nice day and happy machine learning. Thanks for watching this.